You could sit on your knees. You're going to be sitting for a little bit, so make sure you're not comfortable. Let's see, I'm going to start the music. All right. So once you find a comfortable seated position, I want you to take your hands, palms down, and rest them on your knees. Slide them a little bit farther back, and this will bring your shoulders back and help you to sit up a little bit straighter. If it feels okay for you, gently close your eyes. And if you'd rather keep your eyes open, just softly gaze down. Begin to notice your breath. In and out. The longer that you kind of sit in the quiet, the more you become aware of your own body. So you might notice now, maybe you can sit up a little bit taller. Maybe you can push your sit bones down into the floor a little bit more. Take a deep breath in through your nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. And slowly breathe out your mouth. 4, 3, 2, 1. Try that again. Take a deep breath in through your nose. 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly breathe out your mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then take a deep breath in, fill all the way up. Hold it. Open your mouth, big sigh out. One more like that. Breathe in through your nose, fill all the way up. Hold it. Open your mouth, take a big sigh out. Bring both hands to your heart. Gently press so that maybe you can feel your heart beating. And then gently flutter your eyes open with the wings of a butterfly. And we're going to take a few balloon breaths. So a balloon breath is where you're imagining that your chest, your lungs, your arms are like a balloon. So when you breathe in, you get as big as you can. You fill with as much air as possible. And then when you breathe out, that balloon deflates. You ready? Breathe in. Get big. Reach your arms wide up. Maybe look up. And then breathe out your mouth like you're blowing out a candle. Give yourself a hug. Get small. Breathe in, get big, fill up your balloon. Breathe out. Breathe out, give yourself a hug. Breathe in, get big, inflate your balloon. And then last time, breathe out, give yourself a hug. Nice squeeze. All right, sit up nice and tall. We'll do a gentle twist. So bring your right hand to your left knee. Reach your left hand behind you, sit up tall, and then Gently twist, look over your left side. Turn to the left. Gentle twist. Breathing in and out. One more breath in. And one more breath out. Gently unwind, come back to center. Reach your left hand to your right knee. Reach your right hand back behind you on the floor, kind of near your hip. Sit up tall and then gentle twist to the right. Breathe in and breathe out. One more like that. Breathe in and breathe out. Slowly unwind, come back to center. Reach your arms out to the side and up overhead. Get tall, palms together, hands to your heart. And then down by your sides. Big sweeping motion, reach your arms out and up. Palms together, hands to your heart. Once more like that. Reach those arms out and up. Big sweeping motion. This time keep your arms up. Palms face forward. Cactus out your arms. Big stretch across your chest. Big stretch. So your elbows are pointing back. Your hands are spread wide. And then reach your arms down gently. Place your left hand by your left hip. Reach your right arm up and over for a side body stretch. Make sure that that right hip stays pressing into the ground. You don't want it to come with you, right? You want both your sit bones on the ground. Stretch up. Breathe deeply into that side body stretch. Give your ribs some room. And then gently swing your arms like a big windmill over to the other side. Big sweeping motion. Those big motions feel nice on your body. Make sure that left hip stays down, right? You don't want it coming with you. Stretch up. Breathe into your side. And then big sweeping motion, switch sides once more. Stretch up and over to the left. Maybe this time you can look up at your hand for a little bit of a neck stretch. And big sweeping motion, last side. Maybe your gaze is up at your left fingers. And then come back to center, reach both arms back up. Cactus your arms, big stretch across the chest. And then hands down. Nice job. Okay, we're gonna do a few shoulder stretches and upper back, upper spine stretch. So I want you to bring your arms out by your sides and palms are up. Take your hands and then hold your hands on your shoulders. So you're kind of grabbing your shoulders. Now, if this is very intense, you can just put your fingertips on top of your shoulders. So see what feels better. Once you're there, take a deep breath in. Bring your belly button towards your spine. So you're using your stomach muscles to help hold you up. You might notice you get a little taller when you do that. On a breath in, you're going to twist and look to the right. On a breath out, twist and look to the left. So your head is staying in line with your shoulders. Breathe in, look right. Breathe out, look left. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. And then just start to move at your own pace. Maybe nice and slow feels good. Maybe it feels nicer to kind of twist a little faster. See what works best for you. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, Maybe 2 more breaths like that. Really opening up that space in your upper spine. And then gently come back to center. Open up your arms and then bring them down to your lap. Lift your shoulders, shrug them up to your ears. Roll them back, big roll them down. Do that again. Roll your shoulders up towards your ears, big shrug, roll them back, and then down. All right, one more stretch. This time we're going to interlace our hands, and then we're going to reach our hands behind our head and kind of hold our head, right, like you're making a little basket for the back of your skull. If this feels okay, open up your elbows as wide as is comfortable without changing your spine, right? You don't want to like bust out your back, right? You want your butt to be firmly on the floor, nice straight spine. This movement is for your shoulders and the muscles near your shoulders. So you're going to open up on a breath in, on a breath out, close your shoulders. Breathe in, open your elbows. Breathe out, close. Breathe in, open, breathe out, close the elbows. So you should feel this in your shoulders. Breathe in, breathe out, maybe a little bit in the back of your neck. Breathe in, open, breathe out, close. 2 more like that. Breathe in, open your elbows, breathe out, close. All right, let that go, shake that out. Come to tabletop position. So swing your hands and your arms over to one side, and then swing your hips and your knees behind you. Tabletop position. Shoulders over wrists and hips over knees. Remember, tops of the feet can be untucked, flat on the floor, or you can tuck your toes if that feels better. It's your choice. Find a nice long spine here. Press down into every finger and every toe. Bring your belly button towards your spine to use those core muscles to help hold you up and support your back. And then gaze is a little bit farther forward than looking down at your hands, right? You want a nice long spine. Take a moment and wiggle your hips. Notice what that feels like. Back and forth. Maybe roll them one direction like a big barrel, right? Roll them in one direction and then roll them in another direction. It's kind of like you're making big circles with your hips. It's kind of like cat-cow, but a little bit more side movement. And then when that feels good, like a nice stretch, come back to tabletop and we'll do a few cat-cows together. On a breath in, lift your head, drop your belly, lift your tailbone. On a breath out, arch your spine, drop your head, tuck your tail. Breathe in, arch your belly, drop your belly, lift your head, lift your tail. Breathe out, arch your spine, drop your head. 2 more like that. Breathe in for cow. Breathe out for cat. Breathe in for cow. And breathe out for cat. From here, bring your hips towards your heels for child's pose. Crawl your fingertips out and rest your head down on the floor. If your head does not reach the floor, you can make a pillow with your hands or stack your arms, but you want your forehead to connect with something. And just breathe. Maybe rock your forehead side to side. And then slowly come on back up to tabletop position. Okay. Reach your left leg out straight behind you. Circle out that ankle, one direction and then the other. Bend your knee and do one big hip circle. So it's like you're making a big hip circle with your knee. Go one direction and then the other. Big circle. And then when you're ready, straighten out again. Drop your toes to the floor and then slowly rock back and forth to open up the back of the leg. Nice job. Okay, bring that knee back underneath you, back to tabletop position. If your wrists are tired, you can make fists. If they feel okay, let's keep going. Right leg stretches back behind you. Circle out your ankle, one direction, and then the other. Bend your knee, and then take big hip circles. Notice that your hips might feel different on different sides. One direction, and then the other. And then straighten that leg back out, drop your toes to the floor, and rock back and forth to open up the back of the hip. Back of the leg. All right, bring that leg back behind you, underneath you. All right, if you want to come through downward facing dog, you can tuck your toes, lift your hips, and press your feet back. Push your feet down, press your hands down, bend your knees. Maybe bend one leg, the other leg, pedal out the feet. And then walk your feet up to meet your hands and slowly roll all the way up to stand. Okay. Feet are like an 11. Check your feet. Make sure they're not pointing out or pointing in. Make them like an 11. Sometimes our natural state is that our feet spread out or our toes go in, right? But in yoga, we can try our best to make our feet face forward and help build up the muscles, right? Helps us stack our limbs and strengthen the muscles so that we don't get injured. Once your feet are firmly on the floor, reach your arms down by your sides. Fingers face forward, palms face forward. Take a deep breath in here, fill all the way up. Open your mouth, side out. All right, let's get going. Reach your arms out and up. Sun salutations, palms touch, hands to your heart. Down by your sides. Sweep those arms out and up. Hands to your heart. And down by your sides. Sweep them out and up. Big stretch, look up. Hands come through heart. Bend your knees, slowly fold forward. Take a breath here. And then slowly roll all the way back up to stand. Nice job. Bend your knees, sink your hips. Bring your arms forward for chair pose. Then bring your arms up. Nice job. Make sure you're using your belly here in your chair pose. Very good, everyone. Nice job. Slowly stand on up. Hands to your heart. And down by your side. All right, we have not done a tree pose in a while, so we're going to do a little balancing today. If you feel like you need a wall to hold on to, great, that's totally fine. If you think, I think I'm going to try it without the wall, go for it. Tap your left leg. First, lift your left leg up off the floor. Just test out your balance. If you're like, whoop, hold on to the wall, that's fine. If it feels good, put it back down, reset. Open your hip, Bend your knee and decide where you're gonna put your leg, your foot. Toes can stay on the floor. Your left foot can be on your calf, but not on your knee. That's too much pressure on your knee. So floor, calf. If you're at the wall, you can even lift it up a little higher if that feels comfortable, but I wanna make sure your foot's not on your knee. I'm gonna go calf. Stand up nice and tall. Find a spot to look. Bring your hands to your heart. Deep breath in, tree pose. If you feel good, grow your branches. Nice job. Wiggle and wobble, that's okay. If you fall out of it, just try again. No big deal. Bring your hands back to your heart. Place that left foot down. Nice job. All right, now tap your right leg. Lift it up first. Check your balance. All right, put that foot back down. Open up that right hip. Bend your knee and decide where you're gonna place your right foot. Floor at the ankle, on your calf, or way above the knee. Those are the only choices. Once you decide, bring your hands to your heart. Find a spot to look. And then grow your branches. Beautiful job, everybody. And remember, it's okay to wobble, right? It's okay to fall out and just get right back into it. No big deal. That's why it's called yoga practice. Bring your hands back to your heart and then bring your foot back down. Shake it out. Nice job. Okay, come back to that Tadasana, that mountain pose. Stretch your arms out and up, big sweeping motion, look up. Hands to your heart. Down by your sides. Sweeping motion, big arms wide and out. This time, bring your arms back out to the side, bend your knees and fold forward. This is more like a swan fold. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Slowly roll back up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Back up to standing. Nice job. Okay. We're going to do warrior number 1. We haven't done that in a couple weeks, so we're gonna do that. So let me just adjust again so you can see my feet. Okay. So come to one side of your mat. We'll start with our right leg. Bring your hands to your hips and gently take a big step forward with your right foot. Your back foot can stay lifted. Your back heel can stay lifted. Or you can seal your foot down at an angle, right? You'll notice my toes are pointing up at like a 45-degree angle. I do not want my toes pointing in the opposite direction of my front toes because that's bad for my hips and my knees. Bend into that right knee. Hips are imagining they're going forward towards your right knee. And then you reach your arms forward and up. Warrior number 1. This is a big stretch, right? It's a big front of the hip stretch. If it's too intense, lift your back heel. That will lessen the stretch. Maybe look up, palms touch overhead. And then bring your hands to your heart. Flip up that back heel. And bring your left foot up to meet the right foot. And then just spin around. My mat doesn't really fit the way I want it to. Okay, there we go. Now we're gonna do our left leg. So tap your left leg. Stand up tall and gently take a giant step forward with your left foot. Your right leg, your back leg, your heel can stay up like this, or it can gently seal down at a 45-degree angle. Bring your hips with you towards your left foot. Right, they're not gonna perfectly go there because that's kind of impossible, but they're imagining that they're going that way. Your chest is facing your left leg. And then you bend into your left leg, reach your arms forward and up for warrior number 1. Press down into your back foot as much as you are bending into the front foot. Here's another good opportunity to use your belly to help hold you up. Maybe palms touch overhead for the last breath. Hands come to your heart. Flip up that back foot and come on up to meet the front foot. Nice job. Okay, now we will do warrior number 2. So we'll go in the same order of legs. So we'll start with our right foot. Tap your right leg. Take a giant step forward with your right leg. Now for warrior number 2, it's a little bit of a wider stance. So your feet are often a little bit farther apart. Your back foot seals down just at a little bit of an angle. Right? It could be perpendicular to your front foot. Or you can have your toes press up a little bit. Your hips are open in warrior number 2, right? In warrior number 1, you're facing forward. In warrior number 2, your hips are open. Your chest is open. Your arms come out to the side. And you gaze over that front right fingertips. You want to gaze over your fingertips. Make sure you're using all those muscles in your arms. Bring energy to your fingertips. Notice your belly. Bring your navel to your spine. Do you feel more secure when you do that? I always feel a little bit stronger, a little bit steadier when I remember to use my tummy. Flip that front right palm and reach it up and back for peaceful warrior. Bring your right forearm to your right thigh. Right, this is enough of a stretch. Make sure you're not dumping into your shoulder. You should be using that arm to help hold you up. You want one straight line from your head all the way down to your back foot. And then you reach your left arm up. Side angle pose. Whew, this is a very intense stretch, especially if you've been sitting all day, like me. And then gently bring your arms back up. Straighten out your legs, and then bring all 10 toes to face front. So you're in a wide straddle pose. Bring your hands to your hips, bend your knees a little bit, stick your butt out, and then slowly fold forward. When you are in your fold, stay there a moment. Really let your head and neck relax. That might mean letting your arms drop. That might mean holding on to your ankles. And then slowly bend your knees. Use your legs to help you unhinge, right? Help you come all the way back up to stand. Okay, now we're just gonna switch and turn the other way because our feet are kind of already where they need to be, right? So you're gonna lift your right toes and point them towards the right. And then you're gonna chuck your back foot. Probably your heel needs to go backwards and your toes need to point a little bit more up towards your right. Check to make sure you're using your belly muscles to hold you up. Hips are mostly open, chest is open, bend into that right leg. Arms straight out by your sides. Warrior number 2. Gaze over that, I say right arm, left hand. Use your arm muscles. Bring some energy to those fingertips. Flip your left palm. Bring it up and back for peaceful warrior. Nice job, everyone. These are beautiful. Bring your left forearm to your left thigh. Remember, no dumping into your shoulder. Use your arm to help you. One straight line. Reach your right arm up. Side angle pose. And then bring yourself back up. And then bring all your legs and limbs back together. Shake it out. Shake, shake, shake. All right, we're gonna try a few balloon breaths, and then we're gonna end with a breath of joy. So, balloon breaths. Bring both hands to your heart and press gently. Notice your heart beating. Maybe it's beating a little bit harder than when we started class. We've been moving our bodies a lot. Take a moment and thank yourself for showing up for class. It's a moment of gratitude for your body and your heart. Showing up for you every day. All right. Take a deep breath in. Imagine you're a big balloon. Inflate that balloon. Breathe out. Give yourself a hug. Breathe in, get big, maybe little arch in your spine. Breathe out, give yourself a hug. Maybe you bend your knees here. Breathe in, get big, and breathe out. All right, so we're going to do breath of joy. I'm not sure if we've done it in a while, but it's something I've been doing with my class recently, and we all really love it, and it helps us feel a little bit more cheerful. So breath of joy is a breathing practice that a lot of people in yoga or meditation use. And it starts with 3 breaths in through your nose and then 1 big breath out through your mouth at the end, a big sigh. And there's arm movements that go with it. So breathe in through your nose, arms come forward, a little bit up if you want. Breathe in again through your nose, arms come out to the side. Breathe in again, arms come all the way up. And then breathe out, fold forward, let it all go. Okay, so we're gonna do that quite a few times. You ready? Breathe in, arms forward, breathe in, arms out, breathe in, arms up, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe out. We're gonna do it a little faster. Ready? Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe out. In, breathe in, breathe in, breathe in, breathe out. 2 really fast. In, out. In, out. 1 more. In, out. Slow. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. Let it all go. All right, slowly stand up. Nice job. Breath of joy. Okay, we are going to come back down to our seated position. So gently find your way back to that comfortable seat. Maybe, I forgot one thing. We're going to sit up nice and tall and then hold your arms out. We'll do a little core work at the end. Gently roll slowly all the way down, slow to your back. Nice job. Hug both knees in. Maybe rock and roll side to side. Hug your left knee into your chest. Extend your right leg long. Unless you don't have room like me, you can bend your knee, place your foot on the floor. Give that left hip a little hip circle, gentle hip circle. So your knee is moving in the circle, right? But your knee is actually staying in place. You're moving the hip. And then hug it into your body once more. Bend your right knee. And then place your left ankle over your right knee for figure 4. Hip opening stretch. If this feels good, stay here. If you want a little bit more, grab the back of your right thigh and hug that leg closer into your chest. But you want to make sure that your left knee and your left hip stay open, right? You don't want them to collapse. You want them to stay open. That gives you the biggest stretch. And then gently bring your right foot back down to the ground. Allow your left leg to come up straight. Maybe circle it out one direction and then the other direction. Flex the toe, point the toe, flex your foot, point your foot. One more circle, and then hug that leg back into your chest, and then hug your right leg back up into your chest. Rock and roll side to side gently, and then extend the left leg long and hug the right leg into your chest. Big squeeze. And then same as on the first side, gentle hip circles. One direction, and then the other direction. Bend the left knee, place the left foot on the floor, and then bring the right ankle over the top of the left thigh. Figure 4 on the other side. This might be enough of a stretch. If you need more, reach for the back of your right leg and gently bring that leg closer to your body. But make sure your right knee and your right hip stay open for that big stretch. Deep breaths in here. Gently allow that left foot to come back down and gently unwind the right leg. Reach it up high. Circle out the ankle, one direction and then the other. Point the toe, flex the toe, point and flex, point and flex, and then gently bring both knees back up into your chest. And we will end with our gentle twist. Allow your knees to fall over to the right side of your body. Tee your arms out. Take a deep breath in. And big sigh out. Allow yourself to feel heavy here. Gently bring both knees back up into your chest. Reset your spine. And then allow your knees to fall over to the left side. Tee your arms out or cactus them out. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And a big sigh out. Bring both knees back up. Give yourself one final squeeze and then extend your legs long and your arms down by your side. Take a deep breath in with me. Hold that. Take another deep breath in. Hold that. Open your mouth. Big sigh out. Shavasana. No more effort. Allow your body to rest. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Step one foot onto the mat and then the other. Roll over onto one side. And then gently press yourself up into a comfortable seat. Sit up nice and tall. Bring both your hands, one on top of the other, on top of your heart. Thank you so much for sharing in this practice, this yoga practice. You all did a beautiful job. I bow to you and I say, namaste.
Okay.
Thank you, friends. Great job, everybody.